Okay, so we have learned some of the aspects about it. What is resources? Then we have learned about why the resource has to be resource planning is to be done. Then the indiscriminate use of resources cause some problems. So resource development have to be done.
Resource planning was finished.
Planning finished. All those things, no, I'm just
Here on
soil resources.
the net zone area.
Net zone also covered.
Yes, land utilization pattern we did.
Yeah, so after net zone area we have
Everything that is on the screen we have that, and conservation also we have. And I have given the points also how to conserve land degradation we have. See the causes of yes land degradation we have studied, and afterwards what are the steps to be taken to conserve it. Remember, I have given that points. Which all are the points we have seen? Afforestation, control of overgrazing. Remember? Now we are going to study about the soil as resource. Yes. What is soil? Earlier we have learned about land. Now here soil. Is there any difference between land and soil?
Like soil is made up. So land is made up of soil. If the land is covered.
Okay. See, when we talk about the land is the whole part, lithosphere part. You studied about lithosphere, no?
the soil is the uppermost layer of the
So
crust.
soil is only the uppermost layer. So on land, we are doing so many activities. We grow crops, we construction and the road construction, building construction. All those activities are done on land. But the soil is only the topmost layer. Okay. So when we talk about the soil, land is the whole part. That is what we call lithosphere. Whereas soil is what the uppermost layer. Uppermost layer is. Now, when we study about this soil, what all are the important characteristics of soil? Loose fragmented bases. Okay. Then it is important renewable natural resources. So you have to write important. You just write. Okay. Next, basic resource for agriculture. It's a basic resource for agriculture. So without the soil, can we do agriculture?
No.
So it is the basic resource for agriculture. Next point is that it consists of organic and inorganic matter. What is organic and inorganic? Can you tell what is inorganic?
Like which we get from the nature.
See,
They don't consist of chemicals or pesticides.
hmm,
Any of the chemicals is not.
Organic is which we obtain from nature.
can you give some example?
Like out of
Small rocks.
powder, like
Counter.
if we add then it gets organic matter.
Okay, organic. See,
Eroded.
organic when we are taking that a plant, that is vegetal and plant animal remains are there. That is what organic, life giving. Understood? Inorganic means that artificial. You told chemical. That is in that case what is that when we add that some kind of fertilizers and all.
So
So
that
some
is inorganic.
inorganic. Understood? But the soil consists of certain things. We are not adding, but some of the things soil is having. Some soils are having or rich in phosphorus. Some are rich in that nitrogen. So this is what
And then non-organic substances.
vegetal remains, vegetal and animal. That is humus you have heard about. Clear? Then, when we talk about soil, it is a living system. It is a living system. Why it is called a living system? Why it is a living system? Support the growth of plants and the various other. So, support plant growth.
Even microorganisms.
Yes, this one. Plant growth and other organisms we can write. Okay, you told about the microorganism, that is also the other organisms. So because of all this, so one is that first point, second point, third point, fourth and fifth point. These all are the important points regarding the importance of soil. So are you marking or writing these points? Fine. This one is important. Okay. Are they going to come? This boy, this children, Ayush, Gaurang, coming. Gaurang also could come, no?
No, he's in Dubai.
He went there. So for how many days he went there?
Like he went on Saturday, but he's there in 1 week
1 week.
or 10 days.
So then, it is that Ayush,
Arush Noida.
there only one side only put. No? One only. Why? You are coming from far away place. Where you are staying?
Near the municipality hospital.
It is far, a little far, no? 10
10 minutes from hotel.
Photo you are coming. Okay, soil, importance of soil you learned. Now, how soil is formed? Soil formation. That the process is not taking place in a day or few days. It takes millions of years to form one few millimeters or so. So how the soil is formed? Let us say that it is a slow process.
When the rock breaks down
Ah.
naturally.
Yes. See, Ah,
So I just came from there. So I was
so where you went? School.
no,
Ah.
just went to meet my friends.
So it is take several millions of years to form few centimeters. How?
Wow.
Through
Dubai.
We could have that.
On market.
सही में आर्य भैया जैसे बच्चों को नहीं हिंदी में आपको नहीं समझ में आता
School का लड़का
your school.
Yes.
यस मैम यस यस सच रिपीटेड
No. I know take because almost 70% of the portion.
Yes.
And the school I tuition to
And
Actually, we used to go somewhere in Sarpada tuitions. So there also happens syllabus complete. So it's easy. Rishi people.
so disintegrate and decompose the soil. So how this soil is formed as a result of the disintegration and the decomposition of the rocks. Let us see how this is happening. See, let us imagine, Anish.
यस
See, if you are taking that soil formation, you might have seen the rocks are there. These rocks which are exposed to the sunlight for long time. That is daytime it is exposed to sunlight, that is heat is absorbed. And when night comes, it contracts. So daytime when it is exposed to sunlight, it expands, and night time it contracts. So when it continuously experiences this expansion and contraction, what happened? Cracks are formed.
Like also when water enters during the rainy season.
No, that is first part is that due to continuous expansion and contraction, that cracks are formed on this top of that rock. Then what you told is happening when the rain comes or snow fall on it. Whatever happened, this through this crack, this water enter. Now, next time also that the temperature, the daytime, the temperature is there, that it expands. So inside that already that water or the snow entered, so it widens that gap. You told water entered. Okay, this water is there, and again when it is expands, that widens the gap. So then continuous expansion, contraction, again that crack widens and it helps in the breaking of that rocks. This broken rocks, what is happening? That is, it is broken into big rocks only. But this sidewise, that is smaller particles are there. These smaller particles are lifted up and these higher, bigger particles are there, and again it is experiencing the same process. So what is happening is that the bedrock part only it is happening, and above that different layers are formed, and the topmost layer finer particles are there. So this way, when different layers are formed, it is called soil profile. So down part is bedrock, then above that subsoil, and the topsoil. Okay. bedrock, subsoil, and topsoil. So this way, few centimeters the top layer, and the top layer, what is happening? You told about that organic substances, that is vegetal remains are formed. That is what humus. That is the fertile part of the soil. This is one type of soil formation. Now, you just write what are the factors help in soil formation. What are the factors help in soil formation? First factor. What are the factors help in soil formation?
Other factors.
That
Help in
formation.
soil formation. First point. Nature of parent rock. Nature of parent rock. Relief. Relief. R-E-L-I-E-F. Relief. Okay. First one is nature of parent rock and relief. Second, forces of nature. Second point, forces of nature. So you can write your physical factors.
Like sunlight and
Forces of nature. It includes temperature, action of running water, wind and glaciers,
reduce temperature.
Action.
action of running water, wind and glaciers, better no? Activities of decomposers, activities of decomposers. Okay, then these factors I will explain. Now third factor, chemical and organic changes. Chemical and organic changes. What is that you heard about? You can write in bracket salinity, alkalinity, formation of humus, salinity, alkalinity, formation of humus. Okay, written. Next one, climate.
What is it? What word?
Fourth one, climate.
Yes.
It determines the rate of weathering
The rate of weathering.
and type of vegetation. Rate of weathering and type of vegetation. Now, what is the first factor we have discussed?
Nature of parent rock.
Nature of parent rock. Relief is another. Nature of parent rock, comma, relief. See, have you seen different types of rocks? When you travel to some other part, you could see that Kashmir rock hai kya? I haven't seen. Huh?
Inbuilt property.
What?
There's inbuilt weapon with Kashmiris. One they only get affected by one disease.
What is this?
Kidney stone.
Okay, I don't know. Yes, listen. See, different places you can find different types of rocks. All these rocks are not breaking. If you see so many years also, some rocks could be found intact there. It is not affected by this breaking of the rock. But that is why this point is written like that in nature of the parent rock or bedrock. That means which rock can be easily broken by these changes. Understood? So, first cause is that the nature. At the same time, relief features that we know that different types of landforms are there, different types of relief features are there, mountains are there, plains are there, plateaus are there. So, depends upon the nature of these relief features, the rocks are broken into soil. Okay, did you understand the nature? What is the second feature?
Relief.
The relief also I have included that is
Forces of nature.
Process.
Including temperature, action of running water, activities of decomposition.
See, this include a process called weathering. Weathering. What is weathering?
Changes of weather.
It is not. It is not changes in weather. It is the withering away of rocks. Away of rocks. It is that breaking and that process include erosion, transportation, and deposition.
Yes.
See, the rocks which are broken, it will be eroded from that place by running water, by wind, by glaciers or any other agents. That is what the forces of nature. That is withering away of the rock, the breaking of the rock, and the finer particles are carried by these agents. So one is that it erode from one place. Now it is transported by water bodies or the rivers and others, and it get deposited. So when this process is taking place, the layer of soil is formed. It was the part of the rock from some area, and it was broken into particles, and that particles are carried by these agents. That is how the forces of nature helps in the formation of soil. Now you got it?
Yes.
Withering away is that breaking of rocks, and that broken rocks are made. Have you read about the story of the pebbles? It's a kind of story. That is a poet was not. It is not exactly in prose form. It is in a poetry. The pebble, which was the part of the rock, got broken and carried by the rivers. On its course, it got so much bitter experiences, and at the bank of the river, it became a finer, beautiful pebble. You might have seen that white stones which used to be put in that aquariums or like that. This beautiful stone was once a part of rock, that is sandstone part, and it was broken and carried. On its way, it experienced so much rubbing, and finally it reached on the banks of the river. So this is how these particles are got deposited and a layer of soil is formed. Did you understand the second point? Now, third, what is the third point?
Chemical and organic change.
Chemical and organic change, I have told you, the salinity and alkalinity. When the soil get exposed to sunlight, that water from that soil got evaporated and the salt left out. So there is a transformation in that soil. The same way, when water, that is too much irrigation or so much mixed with the water, that alkaline the soil becomes. So this kind of chemical changes are taking place. Now, next point.
Aggregate determines the rate of weathering and type of vegetation.
The rate. See, earlier I have told about the soil formation, the soil profile I have told you. Now you just imagine some areas, some trees are growing. Anish, how many tests you have written? 6 minutes.
Economics, statistics, or
When you have written? Last week.
yes.
Last Sunday.
This side.
This Sunday is the last one.
I think ये संडे की तो लिखा है।
I think ये संडे होगा इसमें.
आज छोड़ last one.
This day before
Day before
yesterday.
yesterday.
Yes. So you did not get to the mark, no?
Now for economics, the first chapter, development, I got
Out of 15.
What is that?
10.
10. So happy with that mark? Mark आएगा अभी आपने इसका mark लेके आएगा ना? हाँ. Understood?
Yes.
This talking, you have to reduce. Next exam means 15 out of 15 should be there. What the student should have that kind of mark.
Yes. Give lots of things.
He will bring. You all can. Okay. Girls, you have written this development mark how much?
14.
Seriously, you have to write. 13 and a half to 14.
14.
Okay. Laughing, no.
Why did I
See, the side of the rock, sometimes some trees are growing. That is that sideway you might have seen. These trees, the roots of the tree will go inside and make the rock to break. You might have seen. So this also one of the cause for the formation of rock. That is the because of that root which go inside, make that rock to break, and further it become that broken rock, and later on soil will be formed out of it. Okay. So the type of vegetation, type of the soils are formed based on that climate factor or this plants, nature of the vegetation. Got it? Now we are going to study about how that soils are classified. Soils are classified on the basis soil classification. I will give you time to learn and you have to answer the questions. Here each type of soil will be learned by you. Understood? Mark also will be given.
Yes.
Soil classification. Soils are classified on the basis of color. Depends upon the color. It is known as black soil, red and yellow soil, like that, on the basis of color. Second classification is based on the texture, that is appearance, the finer particles, or it is sand or so nature. third classification, on that all the basis, we are having 6 types of soils. Which are they? Alluvial soil, black
Black soil,
soil,
red soil,
Yellow soil.
yellow soil, red and yellow soil, laterite soil,
Mountain
soil.
Moderate soil.
arid soil. Okay. Now I am giving you.
Desert.
Mountain.
That is what arid soil is.
Desert.
Okay. You learn that
Black soil.
arid, sorry, alluvial soil. All of you. First one, alluvial soil. You learn what are the characteristics. You just take the textbook, no problem. Textbook if you are having. Yes, you come and take the textbook, please. Girls also.
Yes.
Afterwards, I will ask. Alluvial soil, fully alluvial soil.
Resource and development.
Video, this, who told video? You told video, na? You told text. You learn it. I must.
Yeah.
Ah, see, this is what the soil profile which we have seen. Parent rock which is not weathered, then afterwards broken one, then substratum that is subsoil we have seen the above and the topsoil. I'll give you 5 minutes to learn alluvial soil.
Ma'am, everything of alluvial soil or only the formation?
No. Question I am going to ask. Which one?
Coarse.
Cold. Wetted soils are cold. Rough. Means what is that? You just say. No, not very hard also. Alluvial soil is brought by the rivers. Okay. Finer particle is on the banks. Little bigger particles are there. That is what coarse. Yes.
this is also included, right? Apart
No,
from the
alluvial.
size of.
No, that is what, see, pigment such as quartz, coarse and territe, these are the 3 regions. They are not the type.
I know they are not the type.
So when the river is coming down from the mountainous side to down, that pigment part is that where it is falling downwards. So there these regions are. Okay, there are region that is in that Tibet, Nepal part. Terai region is there. Swampy part. Yes.
It is
Easy to remember. We used to get Bangalore. Okay, so that is old things are there. So it is very easy to remember. Only thing is
maybe actually
yes, that is our
down, not down. It's written Bangalore, but here it's written
the Bangalore. BH no. BA. H you can say. It happened. No, we always have to depend upon this. Over.
Almost
In northern they come from Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus, and they are founded narrow chapter. And against eastern coastal plains, they are distributed by Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and their property was sand and yes.
They are classified as new alluvial and old alluvial.
New alluvial soil is called as mother and alluvial is called as
Yes.
Okay. In your book, it is not given. Earlier books, old books. They used to about it, what it contains and all were there in the earlier books. Now it is not there.
Yes.
So they are rich in so and so, they are deficient of so and so, like that it was there. So in your book it is not there. Okay. Close your books. Okay. Close. बंद कर say which is the most widespread soil in the country? Okay. Now next question. Where this soil is found? Which all are the regions?
Rajasthan,
Eastern coastal plains and the entire northern.
Say you have to specifically mention a narrow corridor of Gujarat and Rajasthan. When you are mentioning Gujarat and Rajasthan have different types of soil. Rajasthan is having arid soil, Gujarat is having black soil. Understood? So you just think about the valleys of Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus. That is very important. That is the valleys of Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. But while mentioning Gujarat and Rajasthan, you specify it, that is no. Wait, why Gujarat and Rajasthan? A narrow belt only it is formed, where the river is there. Otherwise, the Rajasthan is having arid soil, Gujarat is having black soil.
So in Rajasthan there are rivers and water. So why do we complain that we don't have water?
You don't have
Water.
water.
Yes. Why do we complain that we don't have water?
They don't complain about they don't have water.
Yes.
They co-
Geographical location.
No. Wait. Rajasthan is situated in the western margins of Aravallis. Okay. So this part is not getting rainfall. Is getting hardly 75 centimeters of annual rainfall maximum if it is. So this particular place is not having that peculiarity of allowing percolating that water when it when the rainfall occur, it is just giving rise to flood. But because of the Indira Gandhi Canal, now they are having water. Understand? Eh? So that Indus Treaty is related to that 80% and 20% of water. But Indira Gandhi Canal is built from that dam. What is that? Bhakranangal Dam. There is Gobind Sagar, that particular barrage is built, and from there, that Indira Gandhi Canal is built. So they have water now. Earlier they were not having. Because of that Indira Gandhi Canal, they are having one. Okay, the question is that when you are mentioning Gujarat and Rajasthan, only a narrow channel or narrow part. This one is. Okay, next question. I will not repeat. I will ask the question to Anish.
Yes.
Yes. What are the characteristics of alluvial soil?
Classified as
Characteristics. No. No. I have told you when you are reading, you read carefully any type of question can be asked. When your turn come, you also have to get it.
They are mainly formed of slate.
Slate.
Sediments deposited by the rivers and various proportion of sand, silt and clay. Understood? This way you have to write it. It is formed
They are
of
formed by
deposition of sediments and mainly appear in the form of what you have told sand, silt and clay. That is what the characteristic.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then another. It is the fertile type of soil. Most fertile soil is alluvial.
So organic and rich in nitrogenous factors.
Then, it also contains potash. It contains phosphorus and lime. Next is soil is in the drier area is more alkaline, and for that is not. Now, on the basis of the size, how they are classified?
On the basis of
Size.
they are
there are some words, coarse particles. Then another thing, pigment planes. What are they? Dwarfs, coarse, and territe. Dwarfs, coarse, and territe is the pigment region. So coarse particles. Then these just come. Yes, come this side. Okay. Then, on the basis of age, how are they classified?
Okay, about the age, like if they are color is depends on the color.
On the basis of age.
No, I don't know.
Aluminum. New and old, what are the names? Old aluminum is Bangar soil, and then new aluminum is Khadar soil. Okay. I think you have studied in 9th standard also about this.
Yes.
In 4 are there. Which are they? Bhabar. Bhabar is there, Terai is there, and Kadar and Bangar and Kadar. That is Bhabar. Okay, this way. Bhabar is that pebbles. Then Terai region, Swampi region. Then comes that Bangar. Then Terai is a region. That is name of that place only. That is in that what is Nepal? No, not Nepal. That Tibet region. Swamps are swampy. So that region is having particular type. That is what is there. Got it? Yes, I think we have covered. The next type of soil, black soil and river soil. Read. No, no laughing. No laughing. You did not laugh afterwards, no. I will take the test of this. Geography, what is that? The forest resource is completed, and industries combined. These two completed, no?
Globalization is in economics.
Economics, all 4 lessons.
The last one is not coming for project to go. Consumer rights.
That also I taught. That is only for project. Yes. Black or river soil. Study first.
These soils are black in color and are also known as regular soils. Regular.
Who read girls studying, no? First. Before the break, you have to complete it.
Yes,
Times 10.
Completed again?
Yes, ma'am.
Malwa break you must study. So that is suggestion is that present day we are given. Okay, over.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready? Okay. Question will start from you. Yes. Okay. Most. Hmm. Okay. How river soil is formed?
They are formed from the lava flows. Of the climatic conditions. And the parent of the igneous rock.
Yes. See, we have seen this rock, this black soil or rigger soil. It is known by one more name. Can you say what is the other name? Black cotton soil. It is good for the growth of cotton. So that is why it is also known as black cotton soil. So it is formed as a result of that climatic condition and the nature of the parent rock and lava. When it is cooled down and broken, this type of soil is formed. So soil formation is clear. Now your turn. Then what are the characteristics of this black soil?
They are rich in calcium carbonate, lime, and poor in nitrogenous elements, phosphorus and phosphate acid, poor and
Keep quiet.
they are
Clayey material. Then
even rigger soil is clay and have
the ability to retain moisture. These features are very important. That is why I am asking. Okay. So it is. So this soil already we have studied. Listen. This soil is formed as a result of breaking of rocks. Which rock material? Igneous rock. Igneous rock broken and the soil is formed. Now, what is the type of soil? It is clay. It is having power to retain moisture. Okay, moisture retaining capacity.
has a good fertility.
Good fertility. But another thing, it is forming cracks. Form cracks in the summer season. Self-plowing capacity is there. See, during the summers, cracks are formed. You might have traveled through Maharashtra. Maharashtra is having this black soil. So, this cracks are formed. So, what is happening? Air movement, this one is very useful. And it should be plowed immediately after the pre-monsoon showers. Otherwise, it will become sticky. That is the peculiarity of this soil. We'll continue. Just bring back.
The grass will real basic.